In this video, I want to tell you about binning. So let's open a new data sheet. So binning or grouping, does puts continuous variables into categories, right? So let's say I want to take the number of beds, but I want to put this into categories to make it, maybe histogram or something like this. So I click. You can either right click or left click on the little arrow here, and then you go into create. So there you have a couple of options, and I want to talk about groups and bins. And groups and bins is the same, it just depends on bins are for continuous variables and groups are for categorical variables. So if you had the states, for example, I can group them in Northeast and Southwest and so on. And bins, I would say, let's just click on it. I'm gonna go into it. It can create bins by the number of beds. So 0, 2, and so it tells me here that I have between 0 and 2,272 beds, 513 different bed sizes that are given here, and it gives me the suggested bin size 83. I think we want to do something a little different, maybe a little larger. And so let's just say, what's a good size? Let's say 250. Let's just do 250 and go from there. I click OK. Okay, good. So see what happened here. A new variable was created. We clicked in here, and now it's their number of bins, and it's also new data type. See how this one shows this histograms. All right, let's see if we can make a graph with it. So I'll pull in number of bins up here, and now I'm curious for each of these in this bins and categories that fall in this bin. What is the average hospital rating, right? So I want to have the correlation there. So I'm going to go into my hospital overall rating. I'm going to pull it in here. Okay, so see what Tableau has chosen for me. Count distinct. It counts. It doesn't even make sense. Usually Tableau is pretty good, but here it doesn't make. And so now I need to change this aggregate function. We've talked about before. We chose attribute. Now this one we go into it's a measure, but what we want is not the count distinct, but we want to have the average. Okay, good. So I'm going to get an average, so this is how it looks. I don't want to have it as a bar chart. I actually want it maybe as sort of circles. So here, and I'm not sure if we covered that yet. Here you can change the type. So here I'm going to go into circles. Okay, that looks nice. I want to have, let's say, circles with a hole in them. So here you can choose your different shapes. Okay, that looks better. So and so two key learnings here. I created bins, and now I have them here, right? So I have the 0. This is basically 1 to 250, and then all the way till here, 226. 2 to 5 hospital here, or it's the lower bound. Sorry, this is the lower bound. So this is 0 to 250. This one, and so on. All right, I can further beautify my graph. I'd be curious to see how many sites are in each circle. So I want to have the size of the circle by the number of hospitals in that site. So I'll take the site name and put it on size. I'm not sure if we had done that yet. Okay, so that's not what I intended. And again, I need to go in here because now it's doing something I don't even understand what it's doing. But what I want is it's not another dimension, but actually I want this to be counted. I want to count the site names and how many they are. Good. This is another accurate function thing, and I want the size a little bit bigger. See that? It creates that. Oh, maybe that's nice. Very good. And I also want to know what the average number of beds is. So I have it in the bin. Now I want to know the average number of beds. So I'm gonna drag this to tool tip. That would be in here. But see what happens, 90,000, look what it did, sum. Tableau oftentimes does sum as its default, but I want this to be the average, to go in here and do that. Average number of beds, 91. And I can also put this actually on label instead. Then this, the number starts to pop up here. I want to do one thing with the rating, because I have nulls in there and so on. So I want to make sure this is kind of properly taken care of here. So I'm gonna put my hospital overall rating into filters. And I want it to treat it as an attribute. Nope, that's not what I want. Number. Hospital overall rating. No, attribute is good. I want to show the filter. Why is that happening? So only 4s and 5s. That doesn't make sense. Let's see, hospital overall rating filter. How do you want to filter on hospital? Next, all values. Oh, all values. I think I clicked on something strange there. So apply. Good. Now I want to show that filter. Okay, great. So now I can have those here. And remember, if I want to have it as an attribute, that destroyed it. Number of beds. Let me hospital rating. Let me move this here, the dimension. Let's put in a filter. That's how it works. So I hope from that struggle, and then which is normal, you see a little bit sometimes what happens with Tableau. Like it does a lot of things in a cool way, but sometimes it's not what you wanted. This is what I wanted. And again, it had to do with that measure dimension. It looked at it as the numbers. So now this is perfect. I want all of these. I apply it. I'm okay with it. And I want to show the filter. And now it's there. Fantastic. And then I'm going to pull this guy down here for later use again. All right, good. So here, key topic was binning, but along the way we had a lot of aggregate function kind of issues and topic I wanted to show you, and I think we succeeded there.